It's what day is it today? It's December 22nd, 2024. I'm just giving updates, with this Justin Bieber kid, I'm done with him, completely done with him, but it's important to get this message out to him. Like, when certain things in people's life, people, they may strive for certain things out of poverty, but then they still need to face themselves. They still need to look themselves in the mirror. You know what I mean? And they still need to take the time and learn to their own work out your own salvation and your own genetics, Justin. I mean, it's that illusion that he put out, as if he's actually, he lied trying to tell people that he has my genetics. And the truth is that he doesn't, and then there's aspects coming out of Metatron, like, you don't, if someone doesn't preach unity, it all gets referenced back to hate. He preached hate over my genetics, but then wanted to play the illusion of my genetics. Okay. And then he's in violation because he put out all these fake stories about a people that he didn't necessarily know. He didn't know us, but he tried to put this illusion out into society. He put the illusion out to the universe as if like Black Jews are a certain way, and it's not true. As if like he doesn't understand, like, our contributions are high vibrational. Like, his genetics is too low. He can't really, he never really had much authority to even, he shouldn't even been speaking anything over us because he doesn't really know us. People trying to figure out certain people, and you still don't know who I am. You still don't know my people, Justin. You're still not us. Yeah. So, I mean, this is a lesson to learn. This is about certain gene pools. They historically, they wanted to be connected to certain higher gene pools because they were poor. I mean, just break it down. Okay, that's the reason why he did all of this, right, Justin? Your people were poor. That's why you wanted to keep attachments to a Black Jew, but it can't work out because of the hate that you preach towards us. There's no healing out of that. Hatred, it's like you're just projecting like death and destruction and chaos. There's nothing for you in terms of what you spoke over me and my children with my genetics coming from my ancestors. There's nothing for you with that, Justin. There's nothing more for you to say. If you want to correct yourself, you can go back and explain to the people how much you just don't know who we are, and you don't know what we stand for, right? Because this is about you playing around with a whole bunch of fake spells, right? All to say is that for people to cord themselves to certain people, and then to lie to society as if like this was who they were genetically, that needs to go to the justice system. Don't you think, Justin? I mean, when you think about it, like, it's a difference between a, I'm just using this as an example, like the indifference dealing with, what's the difference between a Mexican Turk, right? A Mexican Turkic person and then a white Turkic person. Like, there is an indifference there genetically. I had to bring that up, you know. Oh, Lord. The point is, Justin, you're a beast, and God knows that you're a beast. And yeah, that needs to go to the justice system. That's I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about what he did. You can't lie about your genetics. And it's evil to go online and then make up a whole bunch of fake stories about black Jews, the same black Jews that you're trying to attach yourself to because your people were poor. And then you're trying to down us because you wanted to go on be on top. It can't work out because no actual work has been done, Justin. If you look at it, like you put out so many illusions to the point where there was no work being performed. There's nothing actual solid. There's nothing actual tangible for you to actually attach yourself to because it was all illusions. I just had to, get that message out because, yeah, I mean, this cord this delusional cord, he tried to attach himself to my gifts and who I am as a person. Justin, cut the cord because it's over. It's finished. You're finished. I'm just making it clear. It's about a Caucasian Turkic Jew trying to attach himself to a black Jew. This is the issue. And the lie is about him saying that he has black genetics. That's a lie. No, no, no. Sorry. The lie is Justin saying that he has black Jewish genetics. That's a lie. Oh, you know what's even more of a lie? Justin lying about saying that he has black Orthodox Jewish genetics. Okay, I mean orthodoxy. It's an issue out of religion, but for him to lie, saying that he grew up in that type of mindset, when when it all falls down, Justin, everybody sees that you're a drug addict, and everyone sees for a fact you're an alcoholic. And we know for a fact those aren't two religious factors. Like that doesn't come out of religion. That comes out of, you couldn't figure out that comes out of childhood traumas, unresolved traumas, and you just couldn't figure out your own mental. That's not my problem. Him, just either you just refuse to accept yourself for who you were, or you refuse to take the time to figure out who you were. You refuse to take the time to figure out in God who you were. And you put out this big facade, about as if I'm a black Jew, I'm a black Jew. You want to circulate around a black Jew, and at the end, you're still mental. You have a lot of explaining to do when it comes to the Most High. A lot of explaining to do. God don't like ugly, man. I'm telling you, man. God don't approve of those little, no. The reason why I'm saying this is because, like, the veil is being lifted, the curses are coming off. You understand me? And the more and more people start to spend time with the Most High, they start to realize some really harsh truths, Justin. We have some real awakenings as to who we are as a people, and we don't need people like you trying to figure us out. It was actually our responsibility to communicate who we are through Christ in His truth. I was the only person that had that responsibility to tell the world who I am, not you. Can you imagine, like, someone who doesn't even know himself, but then you wanted to play like a narcissistic sociopath, trying to, you took so much time trying to figure out who a black Jew was, and you still didn't get it right. But in the same breath, you just still don't even know who you are. You don't know yourself. You don't. Oh, okay, so you wanted to stalk me, Justin, because you expected me to tell you who you are as a person? Oh, that's what you wanted? How can you call yourself supreme? You want it to be us. How can you say that you're over a black Jew knowing that you want to attach yourself to a black Jew? You're not supreme over us because I don't need to attach myself to you. I don't need to. There was a time, this is the reason why, the issues with Metatron. You understand me? There was a time and place for everything historically, but only for those who are willing to accept the truth in God's respect. Not all these heavy, burdensome, grievous forms of disrespect that came from people like you, Justin. You can't be included when it comes to me and my life. I want people to understand that the indifference, it has to do with me. I'm talking about myself, who I am genetically. The indifference dealing with my genetics is not the same as yours, Justin. And you had no right to be online talking about who you are not. You had no right to be talking about who I am and who God is through my life. You had no right to do that. If you want to claim yourself to be God, you wanted the whole world to follow you, and you don't even know, you don't even have the truth in you. You can't preach the truth because you don't have the truth. It's not in your heart. It's not in your soul. You're not of truth. You're of hate. That weird like copycat energy, that's a lot of it's very immature. There's no truth in your type of immaturity. You don't even know how to mature, do you? The point is that the Most High, and He knows it, that a black Jewish ancestry, that whole issue of you trying to leave the most important issue, Justin, the black Jewish ancestry, the issue of you trying to leave me out. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You are not my God. In God I put my trust. It is God who I serve. You cannot speak for me. You are unethical when it deals with how you want to historically disrespect my people ancestrally, Justin. You had no place. You had no placement. You just don't know anything. You don't know us. You don't know anything about us. Besides you doing spell work, you use like wicked witchcraft tools to try and figure things out, and then you're trying to like cloak yourself in my energy and try to copy my timeline. I mean, it got real personal. What he did, oh my God, it got real personal. You're trying to attack my essence and all kind of wicked. God saw everything you did to me, Justin. The Most High saw all of it. Oh, because you were poor? You want to send a tax to me? You want to attach yourself to me in the most wickedest ways, all because you're poor? I mean, the thoughts that were coming from Justin, I mean, it was just unthinkable. What he dipped his hand into when it comes to cups in my personal life, Justin, it was unthinkable actions. You're unconscious. You operate like a rat that don't care. You don't care about nothing or nobody. You just wanted to just steal anything with no thoughts. All in the pursuit for money, right? Because you wanted my money? Well, I'm here to tell you that you have to pay it all back. Oh, I saw a picture of him. He took a picture of some guy named Mars, Robbie or Yeah. Oh, okay, Justin. You robbed from Mars. I represent Mars. You don't. You robbed me, Justin. You have to pay it back. Like even the California laws, they talked about lowering the threshold to $500, Justin, based off of what people can steal and what they can't steal, Justin. There's going to be more harsher judgments on all these thieves hanging around the state of California. People had enough. I had enough. I had enough of you stealing from me. My point is that I'm making it very clear to this Justin Bieber character that we are not the same. And you should have accepted that fact in this life. We're not the same. It doesn't matter what type of, nobody cares about your idealism. Nobody cares about that. What are the facts? My genetics are not the same as yours. And nobody should ever accept any form of illusion that you put out trying to attach itself to your name in your face. God has to erase all of that foolishness. All of that needs to come off of the internet. As a matter of fact, I think I was watching a video and they were showing that a lot of people are starting to sue other people for their false channelings. Yeah, on YouTube. And this is the angle, Justin. You need to be sued. I need to sue you for all those false channels you posted on YouTube using my name. You used my first name, you used my middle name, and you used my last name for clout to steal my money, Justin. Money that's about me. Money that's not about you. You never did the work. I didn't ask you to go online and talk about me. I didn't ask you. I don't know you. Why were you online trying to use me as a third party? Huh? Why were you doing that? Timeline jumping, acting crazy and stuff. Why were you doing those things? Some of the thoughts, I'm being honest with you, like some of the thoughts that the most high showed me that Justin was doing, like it was so stupid. Oh, like let's say, she ate a nice meal, and then it's Justin over there being mad because I ate a nice meal. Is that type of stupid? That's the type of stupid thoughts that that's stirring around in his mind over there. Oh, she drank something nice. I'm so angry that she had a good drink. Oh, she went and enjoyed herself. Oh, I'm mad that she's happy. Who thinks like that? How can you call yourself a Christian when you carry this type of it's a weird thought out of someone who you're not even supposed to attach yourself to? You know what was the most disrespect? Who would ever want like someone to, we know who our mother, we know our fathers, we know who brought us into this world. Who wants like some weird kid that's not even like to go out on national television and lie as if like, yeah, uh, he lied saying that he came from my mother and my father. Justin, he lied saying that he came from my heritage. He lied saying that he came from my lineage. He lies saying that he's royalty. He's not royalty. You don't have those spiritual rights, Justin. Royal genetics, people who have royal blood genetically, like it's actually in their blood genes. Like there's an actual like a DNA codon in their blood genes. Like you just don't have those aspects in you, Justin. You don't belong to certain type of groups. You never did. You know what I mean? So, I guess people, they need to be put in check. When people want to lie about their blood ties, you better consult the Most High first before you're running up your mouth about who you are and who you're attached to and everything. You better be very, very careful trying to associate yourself with certain people, Justin. I don't want you us trying to associate yourself with me. You've already established enough how much hatred you have in your heart towards black Jewish people. It's already been said and done. Anything else beyond that, it's just more mental illness, right? You can only think about it, like you can only hate a person for so long. Like you can only hate someone through an illusion for so long, right? Excuse me. Like you can't project out so much hatred towards a person that you never even met face to face. That's a mental health issue, don't you think? Well, I so Justin, you just wanted to hate someone through the spirit. So are like, I mean, there's plenty of mental conditions that come out of that, right? A lot of it gets referred back to like being a schizophrenic, right? My point is that people need to really check their history, and those aspects out of Metatron, it was out of chance. You understand me? It was out of chance. It was out of like what your heart what your heart was geared towards realistically. I mean, look how Justin behaves. It could have never happened. It never did happen, but it could have never happened. These issues dealing with Metatron, because look how he behaves. Look how he behaves in his regular, average, everyday life. We don't behave like that. Black Jewish people, Black Germans, Black Jewish German people, and Black Jamaican German people, like we don't behave like him. We don't do what they do. Look how you wanted to flip the script, huh, Justin? You wanted to flip everything, huh? He's so rotten, he wanted to flip God. But we get you. We understand where you're coming from. The Most High understands your logic, Justin. You were historically those groups, those genetic groups who used to crucify Jesus. It's clear. It's clear cut based on your own behaviors. But you cannot be trying to preach out so much Christianity, talking about uh, all kind of mess online, knowing that you want to kill one of God's people. Excuse me, unalive God's people, Justin. God knows your heart. God knows it. God sees it. Hey, these people, like, they think that people don't see them in spirit. I'm not the only person that doesn't see you in spirit. I'm not the only person, Justin. A lot of people see you in spirit for who you truly are. God's people, God's chosen people. We see you in spirit. We see your heart. We see the hatred. We see that jealousy, man. That jealousy with him. Oh my God. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You know what, Justin? You're so jealous of me to the point where like you should just take that word jealousy out of your vocabulary now. I don't think you can use that term jealousy anymore. Like he how he want to circulate around my life using that word jealousy. When it comes to Justin Bieber in my life, in that word jealousy, Justin, bury that crap. Bury it. You're useless. That goes to the devil, Justin. Bury that evil. Your jealousy. Put that away. You understand me? Put it away. You can't use that anymore. It's so sickening. Like everyone has their gifts, right? You know what I mean? Everyone, I have my gifts. Whatever gifts he has, it's not the same. My gifts and his gifts, they were never the same. And you sitting around being all crazy, telling people that you wanted certain gifts. Like, he's so late. Justin is so irrelevant. Like, he just doesn't know how to keep up with the times. Like, he's just not a part of it. That's the thoughts coming from these people. Like, yeah, okay, so this is what we did in 1994, so yeah, it's 2024, yeah, let's do the same thing again. Like, who is entertaining your thoughts, Justin? Like, really? Like, who would be so stupid enough to give in to your type of nonsense? Like, he's so old. And Justin, I'm talking about Justin Bieber, I'm talking about you. Your issues are so brown, they're so old and gray, they're so dusty and dried up. You're not solid, Justin. It's withering away. This racial factor dealing with black Jewish women, with Justin Bieber, you're dried up. Someone got to tell you that. Please, please, please do yourself a favor. Go look yourself in the mirror. You have to do that in this lifetime. Stop looking my way. Take the time and go look at yourself in your own mirror, Justin. I mean, God is so good. I'm speaking from my heart to believers. This is about people who actually genuinely love Jesus Christ. God is so, I mean, God is so miraculous, and he's so just good. Like, I cannot respect the thoughts that came from your mind, Justin. I cannot accept what you did. Never. I will never accept what you did at all. It was just way too much ignorance you put out there over there in West Hollywood. Way too much ignorance. Actually, like, when you check back, look, if you look back in some of Justin's old videos, like, it's actually like shameful. Like, he's an embarrassment. You know that, Justin? You're an embarrassment to your own white Turkic Jewish ancestry. You know that, right? You didn't represent your own people properly. You're trying to represent us. You didn't even do that right. So embarrassing. Okay, well, okay. So, I mean, like you're in California, right? Like you live in LA, right, Justin? Okay, so he could represent like how generationally the Gen X generation of Jewish children, how they fail, right, Justin? This is what you represent. This is how you fall, right? It makes sense, right? They fall through disrespect. They disrespect other people's ancestors. No, no, no. They fall by disrespecting God. You fell, Justin, by disrespecting the black Jewish generation. That's how he falls. He falls by disrespecting Metatron, and he falls by disrespecting Archangel Michael too. And all the other indifferences, but that was never any of your business, right? All your unethical practices, Justin. Okay, because you're here in the South, you can fall that way, right? Because you're so unethical, right, Justin? This is how you can fall. Keep talking about me online. Like, I had enough. Like, I'm looking at him like, we already know that you're crazy. We already know that. It's already established. It's been well established. You know what I mean? We already see, everyone sees it. But I mean, the fact that you still want to carry on this nonsense, Jesus Christ. Just he's like a scratch Justin, like you represent like you're just a scratch and win lotto ticket. You know what I mean? Like you got your little chance or whatever, you got some money, and then you took it too far. You went too far with the spell work. You went too far with the fake channels. You know that, right? Yeah, this is what the black Jews did and this is what the black Jew did. No, what I did in my personal life, Justin, is not my black Jewish life. What's wrong with you? My indifference has nothing to do with you. That's not your story to tell. How dare you? That's my story to tell. I'm the only person that can tell my own path through God. Just sitting around watching me and watching me and watching me, anything. Oh, she coughed. Oh yeah, let me cough too. Like that's how kind of crazy. That's type of crazy he projects on the internet. Sickness. You're too sick. So you think that this is what the medical? I mean, sorry, the music industry was always about, just copying a black person? Is that what you thought, Justin? That was your only way of trying to hang on to the music industry, by copying me in my life? Never. You're not a part of the industry, Justin. It's all an illusion. You being in the industry is an illusional industry. Get the facts straight. There's nothing solid in what you did. The illusions, those aren't facts. Those is it's fiction to a whole bunch of foolishness. Okay? Anyway, I don't want to talk anymore, but my point to you, Justin Drew Bieber, is that you were never me. You never had my life. You never had my timeline. You dug too much into my life. I didn't need you trying to create my biography using fake channels on YouTube. I didn't need you to do that. You should have asked me first, did I authorize for you to channel me online? No. You see how you violated me? Taking information without my consent, Justin? Do you see how much you violated my life? You trying to interfere with my information. So you thought my information belonged to you? You thought you were supposed to use my information to make money, to take care of people who I don't even know? I don't know you. I don't know your crew. I don't know not one person over there. Why you over there stealing people's information to make money? I thought you were supreme. I thought you had your own creativity, Justin. We're talking about a difference between a Mexican Turk and a white Turk. It's not the same. And yes, black Turks do exist genetically, but they would be referenced as Afro Turks, right? And we all know for a fact that you're not a black Turkic individual. You don't have that admixture of DNA, right, Justin? Like we all know that. Just like I'm about peace. I don't preach your type of hate. People like you back in the day, we just never gave people like you attention because we all thought people like you were just foo foo. We thought you were all foolish. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like, if you come from a lineage that was like oppressed all the time by people like Justin, why would you give them attention? Why would you give them light of day? You would focus on your own self, right? And stay in our lane, just like how I've always done, Justin. Something that you don't know how to do. Look how he spent all his time. You got a music contract, and then you use that music contract to hunt me down for every detail out of my life, all because of what? You're not a black Jew? And you don't think that's not crazy, Justin? You don't think that's not crazy? You can't the two wrongs don't make it right. If you came from an ancestry that said, "Yeah, we're supposed to hate those black Jews," okay, so that's what you came from, Justin. You're supposed to hate us. So in the same breath, why you trying to be me for? If your mother and father taught you as a child to hate me because I'm a black Jew, why are you trying to be us? Why you trying to play that back and forth type of game, like as if you're trying to play in the negative and the positive, and then you wonder why you're so mentally ill, right? Now we can see why. But I want people to understand that even peacekeepers, Justin, we don't deal with people like you. We ignore people like you. We don't give people like you attention. We don't. That hatred, that's a corner. That's a tiny corner. You were never no tiny desk. You're a tiny corner of hate. You didn't come out no kitchen. You came out some black hole somewhere with that hate. Oh, because okay, because he's on television, and then he wanted people to like him. Okay, so you wanted to put on that front as if you were a good person and you loved everybody, but behind the scenes you caused so much harm and oppression. You caused so much issues just trying to attach yourself to me, Justin. That needs to be acknowledged, and people need to see it for what it is. They need to see the real true character, who you are. You're 30 years old. You're no longer a kid.